let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol, pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping. To the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see ya. Good to see ya, Susan and Bitbot over on Rumble. And then my other side of the family, I got two sides of the family. One day they're all going to come together. But on my YouTube side of the family, we have D, my big brother. We got Chris, my baby brother, Darlene, Tracy, Gator Girl. And I think that's it so far. Darlene, I think I already said her, but she can get said again. Every one of you. Hope y'all had a great day. And everyone is well. I hope and pray. I'm just going to run over the names that we need to keep on our mind. Hey, Jeff and Terry, good to see y'all. My big brothers, too. Love ya. Hope y'all are doing good. If y'all would, when you say your prayers, or if one of them pops in your mind, say a little prayer for Betty and Steve. D, his surgery is April the 30th on his knee, that he gets well and complete healing and recovery. Goldie and Dee's dad. Teacup, We miss you. I love you. And Bonnie and both Cindys. Miss you, Cindy. Love you. Santa, Jared Julius for healing and recovery. Chris and Carrie. I don't know why I won't call Carrie Terry for. I don't know. Totally different people, but I do. I don't know why. I catch myself all the time. But that time it about slipped. Please pray for Chris that he has complete healing and that he's just happy. And remember Carrie's breathing and Gator Girl for her to quickly and in God's way move up the date where she can have her own place and enjoy and relax and be at peace and be happy, blissfully happy in her new place. And remember Tina B, because loss is something you don't ever totally get over. People tell you do, but there'll be a smell or somebody else say something and it'll just take you right back. But God can help ease the pain. And God can fill it with happy thoughts of the person. And if you would, remember my dad. Say a little prayer for him. And OD, okay. Please remember Goldie, because the doctors are suggesting surgery for her too. So that's going to be 2 there. We'll be praying hard, Dee. Okay, now, you know that it's the book of Joshua today and probably half of tomorrow night. So there's 25 questions, so we usually get through half one day and the other the next day. And I got a little refresher course, a little clip to play on Joshua. Gator Girl done a great job showing the whole book the last 2 days. She was streaming. She done a great job. Now we miss anywhere in trouble. Yes, I did study, Christopher. I'm ready. All right. Let's do a little bit of news and a little bit of funny. So let's see. And then me and Sky didn't talk about when we was going. Well, never mind. Okay. Let me see right here. We got I'm going to do Johnny was on the streets Easter weekend asking them different questions about Easter and this and that, and let's see if these people make me feel a little smarter. Normally they do, and it makes me feel good after I watch Johnny. So here we go.
Easter Sunday, so we sent Johnny out on Good Friday to see how much people really know about the season.
Big holiday on Sunday. How are you celebrating?
Me and my friend, we're going rock climbing.
I am going to brunch, eating real good. Gra gra boom.
Make music.
Let's hear it.
To get tired, I hope that you hit it. When the designer don't judge my appearance, they can stand when you standing on business.
What holiday is Sunday?
Martin Luther King Day?
I didn't even know there was a holiday on Sunday.
Easter Sunday. Hello. That's like Jesus' birthday.
You were so close.
What happened on Easter?
Oh boy.
Lord bless them.
That's for you. What happened on Easter?
No, you have to tell me.
No, you have to tell me.
No, you have to tell me.
Something with Jesus.
I'm a little stoned, but what I can remember is that this is when Jesus gave himself up for us.
Jesus resurrected.
My mom gave birth to me on Easter, so it was a good day for everybody.
He is risen.
Today is
Friday!
Good Friday!
I know, that's right. And I didn't eat no meat today.
Why do they call Good Friday Good Friday?
I went to Catholic school, and I cannot remember.
This is the best one because it's the Friday before Easter.
Oh, it's a great day.
This is the day Jesus died.
Oh,
is that
Lordy.
good?
Oh, well, not for him.
Wasn't that not the day that he died?
Very strange if it was called Good Friday and he died on Friday. That'd be very strange.
Isn't that strange?
Yes, it's very strange. How did Jesus die?
These are too many questions.
I don't know.
I know the Bible back to back. I don't know, Johnny. I'm trying to remember.
Didn't they stone him? They didn't. Oh my God. Did they burn him?
Do you want a hint?
I do. Oh wait, yo, I am the worst. They literally pinned him to the cross. Like, what the is wrong with me?
Oh, dear God. I'm a fool.
Why did they crucify Jesus?
Because people didn't support him.
Honestly, I ask myself that every day.
I don't know. I was raised in more of a spiritual household, you know, hippies, that type of vibe.
We could have the summer of love.
Who killed Jesus?
Ooh, it was,
You got the wrong person for this interview. Who killed Jesus?
Oh, the Romans.
It was the devil.
Not the devil.
I forgot, and I'm so sorry, Jesus. Dead ass.
Yes, Jesus would love that you just said dead ass.
You know, sometimes you need it for emphasis.
Are you going
Jesus
to
died
get
for our
this-
sins.
Yes.
Are you a sinner?
Is smoking weed a sin? I'm not a sinner.
Do you curse?
No.
I used to punch walls.
The only sin I did was sex before marriage.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Twice.
But who's counting?
Jesus, he had a Last Supper. What would be on your menu for a Last Supper?
Probably a couple orange juice.
Some Raising Cane sauce.
Spicy rigatoni.
Crab legs, shrimp.
Spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
Hot dogs and beer.
What did Jesus look like?
Me. Doesn't look man or
A
woman.
beautiful, handsome, light-skinned black king.
If Jesus was alive today.
I would definitely talk to Jesus. Jesus. Mwah.
I never met the guy.
When do you think you're going to meet him?
Well, I don't
Right now? I thought you were having a heart attack. You scared me.
Somebody call 911!
What do you want to tell Jesse Waters? You're on his show.
My dad probably watches you every night.
Gra gra boom, Jesse Waters. How are you?
Do you know who I am?
No, who are you?
Here's Johnny.
Oh my God, hey Johnny.
Lord, Lord, Lord. I mean, that's from not being smart to borderline idiots there. Sorry to say, but that's how I feel. Okay. I know, Chris. It went from not being smart to idiots. Real quick. Jesus, forgive me. But how can I think I'm keeping my eye on Johnny because I think he's setting these people up to do this because there's no way there can be people like that out. I bet. Never mind. Alrighty. Yeah, Darlene, I better keep my opinion to myself. It's best that way. Sometimes I get myself into trouble. Okay. And then we got this. NBC. This was sent to me. But NBC, when will they ever learn? At the news press today, press secretary ripped this one a new one.
The president yesterday threatened that a whole civilization would die if a ceasefire deal wasn't reached, understanding that Iranian leaders have previously said death to America. But why is it appropriate for the President of the United States to use that kind of language when talking about civilian targets? And was the President mocking Islam by signing off his True Social post over the weekend, praise be to Allah? Wouldn't that antagonize Muslim allies across the world?
Well, I understand the questions about the president's rhetoric, but what the president cares most about is results. And in fact, his very tough rhetoric and his tough negotiating style is what has led to the result that you are all witnessing today. Iran publicly acknowledging last night that they have agreed or that they wanted this ceasefire with the United States because they no longer could tolerate being bombed by our very powerful and lethal military, and that they have committed to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, which the president will hold them accountable for, and it's something the administration is closely monitoring in real time. Danny.
Should the world not take his word seriously?
The world should take his word very seriously in understanding that the president is always most interested in results. And it was the Iranians who backed down, not President Trump. He said that they would face very grave consequences, as you just laid out, by the 8 p.m. deadline if they did not agree to reopening the Strait of Hormuz. And what did they do last night? They agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
That's true. He has to put a little bite into his words to get people to listen and notice. 10 minutes, pass it back. And then we have this. I wonder what they think now. These people, bless them is all I can say. I can't listen to these too much. But glad there's just a couple of words they say. I don't have to watch them, a complete show on them. But here's some smart ones too. Wonder what these people think now.
Well, we were on the brink of World War III because Donald Trump took the worst possible option given to him in a slideshow.
In this country, we have begun to overestimate the dangers of impeachment and underestimate the dangers of a deranged president retaining control over a nuclear hyperpower.
We cannot wait around while Donald Trump is in control of the nuclear weapon.
Your objection to potentially going into World War III cannot be procedural.
The biggest danger of the Trump presidency is that we are always just a Trump whim away from nuclear war.
They say it's World War III, but I'm looking out my window. It's very quiet in those smoking craters out there.
Has to be told that it's his job to avoid World War III.
One Democratic congressman sent me a note this evening and say this president wants this war.
A future administration needs to find a way to put an end to the forever wars.
We're in new normal, and the new normal is forever war.
But there's a big difference between ending the forever wars, which he wants to do responsibly, and what seems to be President Trump's rather itchy Twitter finger.
The objective needs to be to end the forever wars.
If Congress does not want to go to war, now is the time to start putting restraints on this president. And again, they've been giving him green lights all the way.
Maybe it's because we're going to take on the military industrial complex. and end endless wars.
Every American needs to wake up to the shenanigans of the military-industrial complex and how much hundreds of billions of dollars are spent only because of short-term profit maximization for military defense contractors as opposed to America's legitimate security needs.
It's long past time we end the forever wars.
All of this, though, risks more of a proxy war than I think we're going to have a stomach for.
And ending our forever wars so that we can better serve our constituents at home.
When it comes to unlimited war, we seem to be able to invent that money very easily. And to me, it belies a lack of moral priorities that people have right now, especially the Republican Party.
Some more smart ones. Oh, I bet you they can't stand theirself. I bet you they're beside theirself, but that's okay. Because you know what, Democrats? Trump's still your president. Sleep on that one. Okay. I figured since we seen Johnny with some idiots, we would go to the news, show some of them idiots. 6 minutes, pass it back. Now we're getting to the good stuff right here. Okay. Here we go. Baby Trump explaining to baby Biden, about the press conference he had the other day. So here we go. We got to get some laugh on because them crazy people warped us.
Hey, man, so what's going on today?
Well, Joe, over the weekend, we had a couple of planes that were shot down in Iran, and we launched a very impressive and strong rescue mission to find the pilots, and we rescued them, Joe.
Well, hot dog, man, that sounds groovy. You know, I rescued people from Afghanistan, too.
What are you talking about, Joe? You ran out of Afghanistan like a moron with your tail between your legs. It was not good. My operation was much more impressive, and we didn't leave a bunch of equipment for terrorists.
Oh, come on, man.
And since the maniacs in the media don't ever like to talk about how successful my presidency is, I decided to have a press conference to tell everyone about it.
Oh, how'd that go?
Pretty good, Joe.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's a great honor to be with all you radical, low IQ morons in the media. As some of you may know, 2 of our amazing pilots ejected over enemy territory in Iran, and I immediately ordered a very impressive and powerful rescue operation to get them, and we found them and brought both home safely.
Ah, that's good, man. So the operation went real easy then?
Well, actually, Joe, someone leaked the information that we were doing a rescue mission to Iran, so that made it much more dangerous.
We have a leaker, okay? A very low IQ individual who is not a good person, leaked what we were doing all over the place. I'm not happy about that. And when I find them, I'm going to throw them out of the country, or at least in jail.
Oh, come on, man. You can't be that mad at someone for leaking. Sometimes you just can't help it, you know?
What are you talking about, Joe?
I mean, it's not like you try to leak. It's just that maybe you laugh too hard, or maybe you're dreaming about waterfalls, man, and next thing you know, you've leaked all over yourself. Heck, I'm leaking right now, and nobody would even know. It's not so bad, man.
Not that kind of leaking, you lunatic. I'm talking about leaking information to the media, okay? So they plaster all our very impressive and secret military plans very dumbly for the enemy to know about on the internet.
Oh, well, maybe don't tell anybody about that other one.
Joe, I'm not going to tell anybody about your very disgusting leaking, okay? It's not good.
Ah, good.
Except for everybody on social media.
Oh, come on, man.
All right. Now, do any of you insane people have a question for me? Yes, you go ahead.
So you have said that you're going to blow up bridges and energy plants if Iran doesn't make a deal. But aren't those war crimes?
Who are you with?
I'm with the Baby New York Times.
Oh, so you're a fake? You're a baby Trump deranged lunatic? That's why nobody reads your filthy newspaper and thinks you're pathetic? Next question.
You have thanked God for your success on these rescue operations. Do you think God likes the United States?
Of course I do. Think about it. This pilot got shot down on Good Friday. He then hiked up a mountain and took shelter there in a crevice until Sunday. Then he was rescued and flown out of Iran as the sun was rising Easter Sunday. That seems pretty cool to me, but I don't expect a horrible-faced reporter like you to understand. In closing, I just want to tell Iran that if they don't make a deal, I'm going to send Petey to do Petey things to your bridges and power plants, and it's not even going to be hard for us.
So I wonder what's going to happen, man.
Well, we'll know in a couple days, Joe.
Petey's gonna do Petey things. Petey may still be able to do Petey things. They keep on messing around. They're about to find out. I thought that one was cute. Okay, I got something to do really quick. And then after the national anthem, I'll tell you why. Everybody in chat put a number in chat from, how many we got in here? 1 to 25. Put a number in real quick. Then I'll explain after the national anthem and everything. Okay, the first one that puts the number in keeps the number, so don't repeat. Try not to, for my sake, because I'm writing these down. Ran out of paper. Oh, Lord. Okay. Is D in here? D, I need a number from you. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hey, J Keeps. Good to see you. Can you throw me out a number between 1 through 25? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Next, we're going to do our soldiers who give the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, Jay Keeps. Perfect. Nobody had that number. Okay, here we go.
Folded flags and memories, photographs and the rosary. She hangs her head as the choir sings, and she cries, and she cries, and she cries, and she cries. 'Cause her family was waiting at home and was praying for him to survive. That folded flag that she now owns, she holds it close tonight. Shots ring out, another angel cries. Open up the gates when he arrives. As he fell to the ground, there was no fear in his eyes. They'll bury him before they bury his bride. Yeah, this is for my people that are.
All right. Thank you for your service. Rest in peace, heroes. You'll never be forgotten. And then we'll do the lost, the lives that was stolen by Biden's illegals.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? Yeah, 'cause here on earth it the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. Since you've arrived.
Rest in peace, angels. Okay. While y'all was listening to that, I had a little visitor in here. And she picked the number for me. I'm doing a little drawing because I was told to look at my YouTube page, which I really never pay attention that much to it because numbers don't mean nothing. It's the people. It's my family that means everything to me. So I looked, and guess what, you guys? Woo-wee.
Thank you, family. We made it to 500 subscribers on YouTube. You all stuck with me. I love you, family. I love you,
So, I did not know that until till Danny told me to look, and I looked at the number. And so I wanted to do something for us that's here all the time and that has always been there for me. And we're a family. I didn't broadcast it or nothing because, you know. But I didn't tell Sky what numbers anyone had. I just told her just pick me a number like I did y'all. And the winner is, and I'll get with this person, is baby brother Christopher, 12. She picked 12 because that's the month she was born. She said, Mama, 12. So 12 it is. Honestly, I figured she'd go with 7 because of Brandon Lake's song 7s. I figured she'd pick 7, but she went with 12. So, Chris, congratulations, and I will get a hold of you. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all know that. And thank y'all for putting up with my nonsense and my craziness. Not too many people does. All right. Let me see now. I got that done. Quick. Okay. Now for the little recap of the book Joshua. And then we'll do the trivia. Okay, Chris, pay attention. Because this will refresh your memory. No, thank y'all. Thank each of y'all. Y'all don't need to thank me. Thank y'all. It's your channel. I'm just talking. I'm just being me. So y'all the one who makes it as great as it is in a place where people wants to come and join a great family. It's y'all. So I just love each and every one of you. And Rumble, I love you too. That goes for y'all too. When I say family, that's all of y'all. All of you. Okay. Let's get, because if you know me, you know me. I don't like getting into feelings. So here we go. Here we go with the book of Joshua. The little, to refresh us before the quiz.
The book of Joshua. Let's back up and remember the story so far. So God chose Abraham, and then his family became the people of Israel, who are then enslaved down in Egypt. And so through Moses, God rescued Israel out of Egypt. He made a covenant with them at Mount Sinai, and he brought them through the wilderness. So Israel then camped outside the promised land, and Moses called them to obey God's commands so that they could show all the other nations what God is like. The book of Joshua picks up right after Moses has died, and Israel's ready to enter the land. So the story of Joshua is designed with four main movements. Joshua first leads Israel into the promised land, and then once they're there, they meet all this hostility from the Canaanites, and so they engage them in battle. Then after their victories, Joshua divides up the promised land as the inheritance for the 12 tribes, and then the book concludes with these final speeches that Joshua gives to the people. So let's dive in and we'll see how all of it flows together. The first section begins with Moses' death, and Joshua is appointed as Israel's new leader. And the author intentionally presents Joshua as a new Moses. So like Moses, Joshua calls the people to obey the Torah, which means the covenant commands that they were given at Mount Sinai. And then Joshua sends spies into the land, just as Moses did back in Numbers chapters 13 and 14, except it goes way better this time. In fact, even some Canaanites turn and follow the God of Israel. Joshua then leads all Israel across the Jordan River and into the land. Just like the sea parted for Moses in the Exodus, so here the river Jordan parts and the priests carry the Ark of the Covenant across, leading all Israel with them. Now, in chapter 5, the story transitions. So the people look back to their roots as God's covenant people, and so the new generation is circumcised and they celebrate their first Passover in the land. But then they turn and prepare to go forward. And Joshua has this crazy encounter with a mysterious warrior, who, it turns out, is the angelic commander of God's army. And Joshua asks, "Are you for us or are you for our enemies?" And the warrior responds, "Neither," which shows that the real question here is whether Joshua is on God's side. It makes clear that this whole story is not about Israel versus the Canaanites. Rather, this is God's battle, and Israel is going to play the role of spectators or sometimes supporters in God's plan, which leads to the next section. We find stories about all these conflicts that Israel had with different Canaanite groups. And the first part retells the story of 2 battles in detail, and that's followed by a series of short stories that condense years of battles into a few brief summaries. So the first 2 battles are against Jericho and then Ai, and they offer these contrasting portraits of God's faithfulness versus Israel's
and Cindy,
failure.
good to see y'all.
At Jericho,
Love y'all.
Israel is to take a completely passive approach. So they let God's presence in the ark lead them around the city to music for 6 days. And just like Rahab turned to the God of Israel, maybe the people of Jericho would do the same, but they don't. And so on the 7th day, the priests blow the trumpets and the walls come falling down, leading Israel to victory. The point of the story is that God is the one who will deliver his people. Israel simply needs to trust and wait. Now, the next story of the battle at Ai makes the opposite point. So there's this Israelite named Achan, and he steals from Jericho some of the devoted goods that were to belong to God alone, and then he lies about it. It's a pretty lame move after all that God has done for Israel. And so Israel goes into battle with the city of Ai, and they're totally defeated. And it's only after humble repentance and severely dealing with Achan's sin that Israel gains victory. And so together, these 2 stories, they're placed right up front to make an important point. If Israel is going to inherit the land, they have to be obedient and trust in God's commands. They don't get special treatment. Now, the second part of this section begins with the Gibeonites, a Canaanite people group, and they do just what Rahab did as they turn to follow the God of Israel and they make peace with Israel. This is in contrast to all of these other Canaanite kings who start to form alliances and coalitions, and they want to destroy Israel. So Israel engages them in battle, and they win by a landslide. And so this whole section concludes with this summary list of all of these victories won by Moses and then by Joshua. Now, let's stop for a second, because odds are that these stories and the violence in them, they're going to bother you. And if you're a follower of Jesus, you're bound to wonder, like, didn't Jesus say to love your enemies? Why is God declaring war here? So first, why the Canaanites? The main reasons are actually given earlier in the biblical story. It's that the culture of the Canaanites had become extremely morally corrupt, especially when it comes to sex. Go check out Leviticus chapter 18. And they also widely practiced child sacrifice. Go see Deuteronomy chapter 12. And so God didn't want these practices to influence Israel. The Canaanites had to go. Which raises the second question. Did God actually command the destruction of all the Canaanites, like a genocide? So at first glance, you look at the phrases used in these stories. They totally destroyed them. They left no survivor or anything that breathed. But when you look a second time more closely, you'll see that these phrases are clearly hyperbole and not literal. So go back to the original command about the Canaanites in Deuteronomy chapter 7. Israel is first told to drive out the Canaanites, but then to totally destroy them. And then that's followed by commands to not intermarry with them or enter into business deals with them. So you can't marry someone that you've destroyed. I think you get the point. The same idea applies to the stories in Joshua. Look closely. So for example, we're told in Joshua chapter 10 that Israel left no survivors in the cities of Hebron or Debir. But then later in chapter 15, we see these towns and they're still populated by Canaanites. And so what we're seeing is that Joshua fits in with other ancient battle accounts by using non-literal hyperbolic language as part of the narrative style. And so the word genocide doesn't actually fit what we see here, especially in light of the stories about the Canaanites who did turn to the God of Israel, like Rahab or the Gibeonites. God was open to those who would turn to him. The last thing to think about is that these stories mark a unique moment in Israel's history. These battles were limited to the handful of people groups living in the land of Canaan. With all other nations, Israel was commanded by God to pursue peace. Go read Deuteronomy chapter 20. So the purpose of these battle stories was never to tell you, the reader, to go commit violence in God's name. Rather, they show God bringing his justice on human evil at a unique moment in history and how he delivered Israel from being annihilated by the Canaanites. Now, let's go back to the book's design. After years of battles, we see an aging Joshua, and he starts dividing up the land for the 12 tribes of Israel. And most of this section is like lists of boundary lines. And let's be honest, it's kind of boring. It's like reading a map that has no pictures. But for the Israelites, these lists were super important. This was the fulfillment of God's ancient promises to Abraham that his descendants would inherit the promised land. And so now it was all coming to pass right down to the detail, which leads to the final section. Joshua gives two speeches to the people that are very similar to the final speeches of Moses in Deuteronomy. Joshua reminds them of God's generosity, how he brought them into the land and rescued them from the Canaanites. And so he calls them to turn away from the Canaanite gods and be faithful to the covenant they made. If they do, it will lead to life and blessing in the land. But if they're unfaithful, Israel will call down on itself the same divine judgment that the Canaanites experienced. They'll be kicked off the land into exile. And so Joshua leaves Israel with a choice. What is Israel going to do? That's the big question that looms as the story ends, and that's the book of Joshua.
So, did y'all get a fresher course? Are y'all ready? You're ready, Chris? Okay, let me grab it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Share screen. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
But
Dum dum dum. Okay. There we go again. She wants to act funny with me. Not funny, haha. Funny. Now, there we go. It wants to hide that one every time. Okay, let's go. Just a second. Now, hey, Bitbot, good to see ya. Okay. Now, here we
before
go.
we jump into these puzzles, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Your support allows us to create more Bible content and share God's Word with a broader audience. We'd love to hear your feedback and connect with you on this biblical adventure. So, are you up for the challenge of exploring the book of Joshua through these puzzles? Let's get started. Question 1. Who took over as leader of the Israelites after Moses died? A. Isaac. B. Joshua. C. Jacob. D. Abraham. You
I bet you.
get 10 seconds.
I bet we all get this one right. I say B. Chris says B. Gator Girl says B. Tracy says B. Darlene says B. Cindy says B.
Jay Keeps says B, Susan said B, and I went with B.
And Diane says B. And D says B. And here we go. Party Bonza
And Party
says
Bonza.
B. Whoop, whoop.
That's B. Joshua. God appointed Joshua to lead the Israelites into the promised land after Moses' passing. Joshua led the Israelites with courage and faith, guiding them through battles and challenges as they took possession of Canaan. Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 to 2. Question 2. To which tribe of Israel did Joshua belong? A. Levi. B. Judah. C. Ephraim. D. Benjamin. You get 10 seconds.
I know I can't pronounce it, so I'm just going to say C. Chris says A. Tracy says C. Darlene says C. D says C. Gator Girl says C. Cindy says C.
Am I really going to get this wrong? I was going to really get this wrong by myself. But since Chris is
Diane
going
says
another
C.
direction. Oh, I'm sorry. So I don't have, I'm going to, I know I'm probably, why am you going to say anything? I'm just going B. Jay Keeps has a question mark. And Susan, Come on, Susan's going with B. So two B's and an A question mark.
Okay.
And I know you're going
Oh,
to get this right
Mel.
because you've been studying. So
Oh, Mel, we love you. You're a part of our family, a great big family. Okay, the answer is Mel didn't give no.
Party Bonds to get in.
Nice. I haven't seen him yet either. Okay.
All right.
We'll pay attention if they jump in, we'll say. Oh, Party Bonza was away.
That's C, Ephraim. Joshua was the son of Nun from the tribe of
A.
Ephraim.
That's right.
One of the 12 tribes of Israel. This lineage is important because it emphasizes his role and legacy among the tribes
I knew it, I
as he
just
led
couldn't
the
pronounce
Israelites into the promised land. Joshua chapter 19, verse 50. Question 3. Which river did the Israelites cross to enter the promised land? A. Nile. B. Tigris. C. Jordan. D. Euphrates. You get 10 seconds.
Okay, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going with C. Chris says C. Tracy says C. Gator Girl says C. Cindy says C. Darlene says C.
All three of us on
Dee
Rumble are
says
C.
C. Give them just a minute. Diane says C. Alrighty. If anyone
we're all-
pops up, we'll say it. Woo, across the board.
That's C. Jordan. The Israelites crossed the Jordan River to enter the Promised Land. This event is a significant milestone in the book of Joshua, marking the beginning of the Israelites' conquest of Canaan. The crossing of the Jordan River involved miraculous intervention, as the water stopped flowing to allow the Israelites to cross on dry ground, similar to the crossing of the Red Sea in Exodus. Joshua chapter 3, verses 14 to 17. Question 4.
Brick, we're doing a Bible study on Joshua. If you would like to join in, just give us the answer to the question. And God bless you.
Before crossing the Jordan River, what did Joshua ask the Israelites to do? A. Circumcision. B. Build a memorial. C. Bathing in the river. D. Make unleavened bread. You get 10 seconds.
I'm with Chris and Gator Girl.
That sound like
A. And Party Bonza says A. Love you, Chris. Darlene says A. Tracy says A. Cindy says A. And D says A.
and Rumble. All three of us say A.
Okay. The answer is
That's A. Circumcision. Before crossing the Jordan River, Joshua asked the Israelites to perform a circumcision ceremony. This was an important step in re-establishing the Israelites' covenant with God before they entered the Promised Land. Generations born during the Israelites' wilderness wanderings had not been circumcised, so Joshua requested this ritual to recommit himself to God before continuing his journey. Joshua chapter 5, verses 2 to 7. Question 5. What did Joshua do after the Israelites crossed over the Jordan? A. Danced. B. Blocked the river. C. Set up 12 stones. D. Crossed back over. You get 10 seconds.
You don't know this one.
I think I know what this one, but I'm going to get it wrong.
Why?
I'm going with C. Because I'm not going from anything I remember right off the top of my head, but something I think I've read. So,
Well, I'm going to C too. Gator Girl's going to C. Chris says C. Paribonza says C. Tracy says C. Darlene says C. Derek says C. Cindy says C.
Susan says C. I said C. And
Remember it was like to remind them.
the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
Jay Keeps says C. So we're all C on Rumble.
Okay, here we go. Boom chakalaka.
That's C. Set up 12 stones. After crossing the Jordan River, Joshua raised 12 stones from the middle of the river as a memorial. This is to remind future generations of the miracle that God performed when helping the Israelis cross the Jordan River. Each stone represents a tribe of Israel, reinforcing the historical significance of this event. Joshua chapter 4, verses 1 to 7. Remember to hit that subscribe button and join our community to stay updated on all the amazing content we have planned. Question 6. How many spies did Joshua send to Jericho? A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. D. 5. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going with A.
I'm going with A. Chris is going with A.
Susan's going with A.
Gator Girl said A. Tracy says A. Darlene says A. Cindy says A. D says A.
Jay Keeps says B.
D says A. I think I already said that. Okay, the answer is Jay Keeps says B3.
That's A. 2. Joshua sent 2 spies to Jericho to gather information about the city before the Israelis attacked. These 2 spies were hidden and helped by a woman in Jericho. This played an important role in helping the Israelis understand the city's vulnerability to attack.
I remember.
Joshua chapter 2, verses 1 to 7. Question 7. Who was the person who helped the 2 spies at Jericho? A. Ruth. B. Miriam. C. Rahab. D. Deborah. You get 10 seconds.
Here we go with names again. I'm going to go with B.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I got this one though, because I thought the name was funny. Rahab. Yeah, I'm going with C.
I was going to, because I wasn't sure. Fine. I'm going to switch peer pressure because I think you're right. You're right. The name was not something. Go ahead.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
going to. You go ahead.
All three of
go,
us are going with
go.
C.
Okay. Chris says C. Gator Girl says C. Cindy says C. Party Bonza says A. Tracy says C. Darlene says C. And D says C. And the answer is...
That's C. Rahab. The person who helped the two spies at Jericho was Rahab. Rahab, a woman living in the city of Jericho, hid two spies that Joshua sent to spy on the city. Thanks to Rahab's actions, the two spies escaped and returned to report to Joshua, helping in the subsequent attack on Jericho. Joshua chapter 2, verses 1 to 6.
So I remember the
Question
story. I
8.
just don't remember the name.
Who tied a red string on the window to protect his family when Israel
I only
attacked?
did because I want to call her
A.
Rehab.
Leah. B. Rahab.
B.
C. Abigail. D. Michael.
B.
You get 10 seconds.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because that's part of the story. That's why I said I know the story. I just didn't know the name.
I'm just picking with you.
Sorry. Shush.
Melanie says B. Chris says B. Gator Girl says B. Darlene says B. Party Buns says B. Tracy says B. Cindy says B. And I agree.
I said B. Susan says B. And Jay keeps had to refresh. So you see the current question 8, right? Okay. What do we have? 8 seconds on there?
Yeah.
Okay, Jay keeps. We need an answer. B. Okay.
B. Here we go. Boom.
That's B. Rahab. In Joshua chapter 2, verses 18 to 21, the person who tied a red string on the window to protect his family when Israel attacked was Rahab. When Rahab sheltered two Israeli spies, they promised to protect her and her family from an Israeli attack, on the condition that she tie a red string on her window so that Israeli fighters would recognize her and avoid attacking her house.
Pause it for a minute.
Question 9. Where did Rahab hide the spy?
When he started describing it, didn't he say he tied a ribbon and then he
Yeah,
became
that's
the she?
what I was going to say, but I thought I must have misheard.
No, I think it's
was
AI.
thinking.
But okay. I was going to say it wasn't he, it was a she. But all right, we're good. Go ahead.
I was like,
Eyes. A. In a well. B. Under a basket. C. Underneath the bed. D. Under stalks of flax. You get 10 seconds.
You caught that too, Cindy? Cindy called it too.
And Jay Keeps did too.
I'm going with baby brother, D.
That's what I was thinking.
So
And
Chris
Susan beat
D,
me.
Party Bonza A, Cindy D, Gator Girl D so far. DD. DD. And Darlene D.
Jay keeps D, Susan D, and I picked D.
Okay. Here we go.
That's D. Under stalks of flax, Rahab hid spies on the roof under bundles of drying flax. When King Jericho's soldiers came looking for spies, Rahab lied that they had left and guided the soldiers in another direction, allowing the spies to avoid detection. Joshua chapter 2, verse 6. Question 10. What was Rahab's occupation? A. Servant. B. Weaver. C. Prostitute. D. Farmer. You get 10 seconds.
Oh no.
I'm going with C.
Oh boy. That's what I was thinking.
Chris says B though, but I'm pretty sure I heard.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't. It was C. Let me see. Chris says B. Melanie says C. Cindy says C. Gator Girl says C. Tracy says C. Party Bonza says C. And Darlene says C. And D says C.
And 3 of us are going for C as well.
Okay, the answer is
That's C. Prostitute. In Joshua chapter 2, verse 1, Rahab is described as a woman living in the city of Jericho, and her occupation was that of a prostitute. Despite his profession, Rahab played a key role in helping 2 Israeli spies escape
It says right on the
saved
screen.
during the attack on Jericho, thanks to his
screenshot
cover-up
that,
and
y'all.
agreement with them. Question 11. How many days did the Israelis march around Jericho?
they say it's the oldest profession anyway.
All the profession in the
7.
world. All right.
B. 8. C. 10. D. 12. You get 10 seconds.
We all know this one.
I don't know. I'm starting to question my answers. Go ahead. What do you think it is?
A.
That's what I was going to go with.
Gator Girl A. Chris A, Tracy A, Darlene A, Party Bonza A, D A, Melanie A, and Cindy A.
Jay keeps A, Susan A, me A, and Susan A again to make sure we got our answer. A. We're all
A,
A's.
it is across the board. Boom chakalaki.
That's A. 7. Israelis marched around Jericho for 7 days. According to the book of Joshua, the Israelites, following God's instructions, marched around Jericho once a day for the first 6 days and 7 times on the 7th day. Then the walls of Jericho collapsed, opening the way for the Israelis to take over the city. Joshua chapter 6, verses 3 to 4 and verse 15. Question 12. Where did the sun stop at the word of Joshua? A. Bethel. B. Gibeon. C. Valley of Ajalon.
There's that weird
D.
name
Waters
in
of
there.
Jordan. You get 10 seconds.
Took me a lot of replays to know how to say that. Gibeon. Gibeon. B. Chris says C. Gator Girl says B. Tracy says B. Darlene B. Cindy B. D B.
Oh, I'm just going to follow. I'm going peer pressure B. Was that on the review? Did I just miss paying attention? Probably.
No, it was in the book, in the chapter,
Okay.
in the book. It wasn't in neither one of them, I don't believe.
Melanie with C.
Oh, right.
So
Y'all
the two of us
ready?
B, Jay keeps his question marks. So I guess we're ready.
Okay. Here we go.
That's B. Gibeon. Joshua prayed to God for the sun to stop, giving the Israelites enough time to complete the battle and win. This event, recorded in Joshua chapter 10, verses 12 to 13, is one of the famous miracles that demonstrated God's power as he assisted the Israelites in their conquest of the Promised Land. God answered Joshua's prayer, holding the sun still over Gibeon. Question 13. Where did the moon stop at the word of Joshua?
Oh, no.
A. Gibeon.
Come
B.
on.
Brook of Kidron.
Bit butt.
C. Valley of Ajalon. D. Waters of Jordan. You get 10 seconds.
Oh. Let me see. I know, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say the letter because I don't know how to pronounce the last word. Valley of C.
Yeah, is Jolly right?
Okay, Mel. Chris says C. Tracy says C. Darlene says C. Cindy says C. Gator Girl says C. And D says C.
Yeah, Jay keeps. I got to reread some of this stuff again. It's been a while. I didn't study well. I'm going with C. Susan's going to go with B, and Jay keeps his guess B.
Okay. The answer is...
Oh, Susan's changing to C.
Okay, C. The answer is...
That's C. Valley of Ajalon. Following Joshua's prayer, the moon stopped over the Valley of Ajalon to give the Israelites more time to defeat their enemies. God answered Joshua's prayer.
See, I'm
The
using
moon
that
stopped
app.
in the sky. This miraculous
Right.
event is recorded in Joshua, chapter 10, verses 12 to 13, and highlights
You
God's
slacker.
power to assist the Israelites in their conquest of the Promised Land. Question 14. Who did the Israelites have to fight to take over the Promised Land?
There's a whole list.
Moabites. B. Philistines. C. Amalekites. D. Canaanites. You get 10 seconds.
Cha-ching. Let me see what my chat family says.
D.
Chris says D. Cindy says D. Gator Girl says D. Tracy says D. I say D. Darlene says D.
You said D says D, right?
Oh, no, I didn't see that. D says D.
And all three of us on Rumble are going to go with D.
Okay. Party Bonza says C. So here we go.
That's D, Canaanites. The Israelites had to fight the Canaanites to take over the Promised Land. They encountered various Canaanite tribes and cities, such as Jericho and Ai, and faced resistance from local kings and alliances. Through divine guidance and miraculous interventions, the Israelites ultimately overcame these enemies to establish themselves in the Promised Land. Joshua chapters 1 to 12.
Pause. Now, to be fair, I think Party
Question
Bonza
15.
missed the review.
Mm.
If he had seen the review video, they really pounded on the Canaanites. So that's how we all kind of know it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Alrighty. It's all right. It's all right. Your input is very valuable. Yeah, Party Bones, I showed a little video before we started too, and then Gator Girl Monday and Tuesday played a complete video. Okay, D,
Derek.
good night. Be safe. Praying for you and Goldie and your dad. Okay, here we go.
Who took from the spoils dedicated to the Lord, which resulted in Israel's defeat? A. Uzzah. B. Achan. C. Korah. D. Jerubbaal. You get 10 seconds.
Oh, no.
Chris, that's what I was thinking, but I want to call it a teen. I know that's not right.
That's the
These
name I was going to go
names.
with.
B.
Yeah, I was going to look at the names rather than the letters going, yeah.
Chris says B. Party Bonza says B. Gator Girl says B. Tracy says B. Darlene says B. And Cindy says B.
I said B. Susan said D. B. And Jay Keeps. We're 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Did you want to save the second 10 for tomorrow then?
Yeah, we'll save the second 10 for tomorrow after
Okay.
this one. I didn't see it was that close.
All right, so Jay Keeps is going to go with B. So we're all B.
All right.
And Chris says it was in the
we're-
video.
Yep. Here we go. Yay!
That's B. Achan. In the Battle of Ai, the Israelites were defeated because Achan secretly stole some of the offerings from the spoils of Jericho, disobeying God's command to dedicate everything to destruction. Joshua conducted an investigation to find the culprit, and when Achan's guilt was discovered, he and his family were punished. This event emphasizes the importance of obeying God's
I remember
commands
now.
and the consequences of disobedience. Joshua chapter 7, verses 1 to 26.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm going to get off
All
for the
right.
night.
Thank you.
You're
Love you.
welcome.
Good night.
Love you too. Yep.
All right. Okay, family. Thank you. And I love each and every one of y'all. And keep the ones we mentioned earlier, for the ones who came in, please remember Betty and Steve. D, he's having surgery April the 30th. Goldie, because the doctors are discussing surgery. And Dee's dad, T and Bonnie, keep them in your prayers. Both Cindy's in your prayers. Santa, Jared, and Julius in your prayers. Chris and Carrie in your prayers. Gator Girl, Tina B in your prayers. And my dad. And remember, if God places someone on your mind, stop and pray, because you don't know what they're going through, and God is wanting you to pray for them. And I love each and every one of you. And keep all of our chat family in your prayers, because like I said just a second ago, you never know what one of our family members are going through. So just keep them all in your prayers. And I love each and every one of y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow night to finish this one. And if you want to, our next one will be Judges. So, I love y'all. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking is a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Head down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. surface might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.